One, where's that your phone? Your phone.
My friend, what are you doing? Get out. Just close the room. What's wrong? What are you doing? My friend, I on this camera. Zanomi 25078. Be careful. Why are you on your camera? Why do you want me to see your face? Who wants to see your face? Please, can you mute the mic and get out of the Zoom? Get out of the video. Get out of the video. Who is this guy that is opening his teeth? Who is this guy? Emmanuel. Emmanuel.
Sir. Sorry, sir.
Nobody should on the video. Stay off the video. Stay off the video. I don't need your face. I don't need your face. Just log in and wait. When it's 8, we start the class.
Lo devo lo so, sono.
Haha. Sir, you ask him, mommy, I know where the baby. I want the baby. There's no baba in Mom Market Street. Yes, now. Since when?
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
Okay, good. Alice,
Good morning, sir.
morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Thank you. So we should
Good
wait
morning.
patiently.
Good morning, sir.
We should wait patiently, or we should continue. Should we
Good morning,
wait, or
sir.
good morning? Should we wait, or should we
Let's
continue?
continue, sir.
We should continue, sir.
We should continue, sir.
Okay.
We should
Wait,
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 sir.
wait.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, we should
Good
wait. Some
morning,
people the class is by 8 though.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, we should wait till exactly 8. This is the
Yes, sir.
2 minutes to, or 3 minutes to? 2 minutes to.
2 minutes
more.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 2 minutes more. Let's wait. But please send the YouTube link to all your friends. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. We've done that, sir.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It's 8 already.
All right, it's 8 already, isn't it? Okay, 8 on the dot. Okay, once again, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
sir.
sir.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you so much. So, as we start the lecture,
Good morning, sir.
I will want everyone to mute himself or herself. But if you want to ask any questions, if you want to contribute, you can unmute, and I will allow you to contribute. So please, let's mute ourselves. Let's just mute. I'm still hearing some echo. Have we unmuted? Okay, good. That's good. Thank you so much. At least we are a wonderful student. Now, just as I said, if you have any questions to ask, if you have any contribution to contribute, you can unmute yourself, and I will allow you to contribute, or to make your comment, or to make your observation, so that we don't distort the lectures. Now, just as I always say for every lecture, now this is a course 101. Course 101 is for 100 level students who are just taking it. It's 60 marks course, 100 level student. Then FSC 113 are for those people who are taking it at upper level. Then AMS 103 are those people taking it from other faculties, like Faculty of Social Science, FSS, Then I think faculty of management science too. Their own course code is 103. So that's why you are seeing the 3 course codes. So just make sure you take the one that is yours and register with it when you are registering your course, since the portal has been reopened. And don't always forget the title of the course. The title of the course is Introduction to Computing Sciences. So these are the course lecturers that will be taking the course. But luckily for me, or how do I put it, that okay, my lecture today is going to be my own last part of the lecture. I've taken you people in lecture 1, lecture 2, lecture 3. So today, which is lecture 3, is my last lecture for this particular course. So the next lecturer that will be taking the course is Dr. AM, that is Dr. Anthony Wohili. You have his contact. This contact is there. But I'm giving you 1 or 2 seconds, I'm giving you some seconds, not minutes, for you to write down the contact so that you're able to reach him after today's lecture. You're able to remind him, although I also remind him on you people's behalf, but you too should try and reach out to him so that we're able to create the Zoom link and send to your various course rep or platform. So please take down his contact. You may not have the opportunity again to see it after this. So this, I am still taking this, just as I said, this is my last lecture for this particular course. I started with lecture 1, lecture 2, and this is the 3rd lecture that I'm taking, which happened to be the last. And don't forget the course schedule. The course schedule remains the same, which is every Tuesdays, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And the course, the lecture venue, the class venue still remain through the Zoom, Zoom link. So you need to reach out to Dr. Nwonhiri to create his own Zoom link and send to your various platforms. So this is the learning outcome, what we expected to know. And remember, your synosis is CC Maths. CC Maths is a core curriculum and minimum academic standard. That is CC Maths. So this is where our course outline, our course content is taken from. So our course content is taken from the CC Maths, which CC Maths. That's where this course content is taken from. And this is the course outline. Just as I said, we have done introduction to computing. We have done the introduction aspect of it. We have done the evolution of computer. Today is lecture 3. We want to look at computer systems. So at the computer system, we want to look at the components of a computer system. So that's what we want to look at today. Dr. Wohili, we have to take lecture 4, lecture 5, and lecture 6. Then the last lecturer there, we take lecture 8, lecture 9, lecture 10. So, and don't forget that CA follows. You have your CA, first CA, the second CA, and as that. Please, for those of us that are new, I'm just taking time to just look at this content again. And the workbook is available now. Maybe you can try today at the bookshop or try tomorrow at the bookshop. For the workbook, which is the course material, is available. So you can try the bookshop, the Unilab bookshop, that is University of Lagos bookshop. You get to get your own copy. And don't forget that the course evaluation, your final examination is 70%, while your continuous assessment, which is CA, is 30%. And please don't joke with your CA, don't play with your CA. Try as much as possible also to do well in your CA. Then in our previous lecture, we talked about previous lecture, we talk about the evolution of a computer. That was in our previous lecture. And under it, we were able to learn the evolution of computers and years. That is what we were taught in our previous lectures. Evolution of computers and the years they were. Then we looked also at the various characteristics of each of those evolutions of computers at that particular year. And we also look at the technology behind each of those evolutions. So this was what we treated in our previous lecture before the Christmas and before the new year. So this was our previous lecture, and this is what you were expected to know, or this is what you learned in the previous lecture. This is what you learned. So okay, fine. This is a presentation outline for the previous lectures. So today's lecture, we want to look at computer system. We want to look at computer system, and when we want to also look at the various components of a computer system. So this will be our guiding point. This is going to be our guide, our presentation outline. We are going to look at computer systems. We are going to look at the components of a computer system. We are going to look at computer hardware, which some of us already know, some of us are already familiar with. Talk about the input devices, the pointing devices, the scanning devices, the central processing unit, that is CPU. Then we'll look at the types of processors, and we'll look at various types of storage devices. So just as you know, which some of us already know, let me put it that way, because I think I asked some of us at the first lecture, what is computer? Some of us were able to say. We still remember it, what we did in secondary school. But don't forget that a computer system is a collection of entities. When you are talking of the entities, you are talking of the hardware, the software, and the words, and the liveware. And if you remember, all these are designed. The computer system is a collection of entities that are designed to receive, process, manage, and present information in a meaningful format or in a meaningful way. So in essence, it's letting us know that it's telling us that computer system is the basic, complete, and functional hardware and software set up with everything needed to implement the computing performance. So that is what computing system is. So let us look at those components of, let's look at the components of a computer system. And we stated earlier on that computer system is a collection of entities. And these entities, as we have said earlier on, we said it is hardware. This So to talk about the computer system, you are talking about the physical parts. The physical part. When you say physical, it means what you can see, what you can touch, what you can feel. So that's what we mean. Computer hardware, the hardware, what you can feel, what you can touch, what you can see. So that's why we said that the computer hardware are the physical parts, which are also the intangible parts of a computer. And you look at the input devices, which I know that some of us know, the mouse, the keyboard. Then you look at the output devices, look at the central processing unit, and look at all the storage devices. Those are the physical components that you can touch. You can feel them. You can see them. So that's what we mean by hardware, computer hardware. So when you talk of computer software too, it's also known as the programs or the applications. And now under computer hardware, they are classified into two classes, namely the system software and the application software. Then when you are talking about the liveware, he said it is the computer user, which is you, which is me. So they are also known as the word organware or the humanware. So they are the user are the one that always always command the computer systems on how it should execute its instruction. So invariably, the liveware are the humans, that is the users that command this computer system to execute an instruction. So that's what we mean by the liveware, the users that instruct the computers on how. Now, of course, we still remember this diagram very well. This is typical example of a computer hardware. We see them. We remember this diagram. We have seen this diagram before. So this is what we mean by hardware, computer hardware. Just as we said that the hardware refers to the physical computer equipment and devices that provide support for major functions such as input, processing, and output, also storage to secondary storage. So these are what it does. These are all the computer. If you look at the picture, if you see the picture, this is the basic computer hardware that we have. So let's quickly look at the computer hardware itself once again. We said that the hardware refers to the physical, tangible computer equipment and devices which provide support for major functions. So we have examples such as the input processing, then we have the output, then we have the secondary storage and communications. So those are the hardware of the computer. So the hardware refers to the physical, we have said that one, or functional unit of a computer which make up the computer configuration. So it's just the same thing. That's what we have just said. He said it's the design and construction of the hardware of a computer is also referred to as its architecture or configuration. The hardware component provide the physical interface to a computer system. So that is the diagram. Is anyone online? Can somebody, I want to give permission to just one person to look at this computer hardware organization. So can somebody just summarize what you see there from the picture?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Go
Yes, sir.
ahead.
Yes, sir.
I
Sir.
see
Yes, sir.
keyboard. There's a keyboard,
Yes,
there's
sir.
a monitor, there's a CPU, there's a memory,
Yeah, it's
there's
only processing
hard
unit.
drive, and motherboard. All inside the
Not
motherboard.
divided.
Okay, so those are the hardware component, isn't it? That you can
Yes.
Yes, sir.
see, that you can talk. So from the
Yes,
picture, from the diagram now, you know what is keyboard, you know what is CPU, you know
Yes,
what
sir.
is
yes, sir.
memory, you add hard drive, isn't it? You know
Yes.
what is the monitor, you know what is the
Yes,
motherboard, isn't it?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So all this is what we refer to as the hardware organizer. If you look at the motherboard clearly, you will see where each of them is connected to. Then let's move on.
Yes.
Then at least this is the physical configuration. That's why we said we said architecture, or if you look at it, said the hardware component provide the physical interface of a computer. He said if you look, he said the design and the design and construction of the hardware of a computer is referred to as the architecture or configuration. So if you look at it, this is just more or less like a configuration. You see how the inputs are connected. You see how the output are connected. You see the CPU, where it is. Can somebody give me an example now? Since, okay, the examples of inputs are already there. We have keyboard, we have mouse, we have light pen, and others, even joystick. We on the output unit, we have the software, the soft copy. That is the soft copy devices that what brings it out, like the monitor. Then we have the hard copy, like the hard copy devices like the printer.
And the printer.
Yeah.
Hello,
Do you understand this diagram now?
Yes, sir.
Are you
Yes,
sure?
sir.
Because it's only one person that I'm hearing his
Yeah.
voice.
No,
Now,
sir. No, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
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 No,
Yes, sir, we
sir.
Yes, sir.
understand, sir.
okay,
No,
you
sir.
understand.
When you
Yes, we
say
understand.
No,
Yes,
sir.
Now,
Yes,
I
sir.
understand, sir.
if you don't understand,
Yes,
Sir, we
sir.
understand.
I understand.
Don't say we, guy.
I don't
Sir,
understand,
I
sir.
don't understand you.
Sir, I
Oh,
understand.
that's
Sir, I
so
don't understand.
no, you
Yes, sir.
understand. If you
No,
look,
sir.
if you look at the CPU, if you look at the CPU, look at the diagram, look at the CPU. What are inside the CPU? What can you see inside the CPU? What is going on inside the CPU? You have the memory
Memory
unit, you
control
have the
unit.
control,
Control
But
unit.
you
Yeah,
have
arithmetic
the
and logic unit.
yes.
Arithmetic and logic unit, yes.
So those are what goes on. Those are the activities that goes on in the CPU. But the CPU is now connected to the secondary storage device. Can somebody tell me another word for secondary storage device?
Hard storage device.
Secondary storage device.
Is it RAM?
device.
Okay, good,
External
fine.
storage.
Fine, good.
Or the
External. When you say secondary storage means external,
Wow.
isn't it? So
Yes,
that
sir.
is how it flows. It flows into the CPU and flows back to the secondary, which some of us refer to as the external device. Well, already we know that the input give the command. Your input, when you type your keyboard, whatever, it goes into the CPU, isn't it? Likewise, to from the CPU, it brings out, it brings. Please, I thought I said we should mute ourselves. But if you have any question, if you want to contribute, if you want to make comment, you can always unmute so that we'll all be in the same page. Now, if you go down, you look at peripheral devices. Peripheral devices, what are those components that makes up from the diagram or from the picture? What are those components that makes up the peripheral devices?
Magnetic tape.
Peripheral.
No,
Magnetic
look. Yes,
magnetic.
correct. Yes,
The
you are correct. Look,
CDS.
look
Magnetic
at,
tape.
yes.
CDS.
I think it's
Magnetic
from the control
Secondary
unit.
storage
LCD.
Second
devices.
storage
The
device.
secondary storage devices.
Yeah, look under the
Input unit.
when you look at the peripheral devices, you can see the flow. That means the input devices are also referred to as the peripheral devices, isn't it? The
Yes, sir.
outputs
Yes,
are
Yes, sir.
also referred. Are you seeing the flow of the diagram?
yes,
Okay,
sir.
So
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The input
output
and the
unit,
output, right?
correct. Very good. Then you have the secondary storage devices too. Is also referred to as the peripheral devices. Can you see how it works now?
Yes,
The
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
input
sir.
devices, the output
Yes, sir.
devices, and the secondary storage devices, peripheral devices, all of them are what makes
Peripheral
up the
device.
peripheral devices. Is it okay?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now,
Yes.
I want you to look at this diagram very well. I will ask you to tell me what you understand with this diagram. Is it okay? Just I'll give you 1 minute to look at it, then you tell me what you understand with the diagram.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, one person at a time, just one person, just tell me your name. Look, we said the component of a computer system. Just look at this diagram now.
Okay, sir. We have the component of a computer system. We have central processing unit. So the devices that make up the central processing unit, we have the input unit, the arithmetic logic unit, the auxiliary memory, and the output unit. Sir? Hello? Is anyone hearing? Is anyone
We can
listening?
hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yep.
Still
Shall I
wait.
continue?
Wait.
All
Let him
right.
come back.
Where did the man go?
Very good.
How are we supposed to know? When he come back, he will inform us.
Very good.
Let's say study it. 1 minute. You should study the chart.
I think what this chat actually
Yeah,
means is
well,
that
I didn't give you
Later,
the permission to make noise now. I
sorry,
just
sir.
say somebody should just explain this component of a computer system, and you have the opportunity to be making noise. Look at it. Look at this component very well. Under the central processing unit, what are those things that you are seeing there? What do you see inside this central processing unit? What do you see?
So for the
control
central
unit.
processing unit,
One
we
person.
have
One
the
person.
input unit.
and memory. Also memory.
Say one person. One person.
Uh,
Okay, so for the components of the computer system, so they enter data. You enter data through to the input unit. Then we also have the CPU, which consists of the control unit, the arithmetic and logic unit, the auxiliary memory, and to the auxiliary memory we have RAM and ROM. Then we have our output units. It's through the output units that information and knowledge is dissipated to everybody around.
the users. Yes.
Okay. So to the users, isn't it? So
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
are we
Yes.
following now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't just tell me, don't just say yes, sir. Be very sure.
So I have a question.
Yeah, sure,
What
sir.
question?
Can I go on, sir?
Yes, ask. What do you
All
want to
right,
ask?
sir. Concerning the input unit and the output unit, I need a clarification on something. We said the output unit is the one that gives out information to the users.
That is the
Somebody
input unit. We said input unit. You can see. Are you
Thank
seeing
you.
this one?
I was going to say you should go back to the last slide, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
This,
So I
okay.
need a clarification on something. Examples of output unit includes keyboard, mouse, light pen, joystick, etc. And then and that's for input unit. And for output unit, examples are the soft copy devices, which like examples monitor. So I wanted to ask why a keyboard why the keyboard is under input unit and not output unit.
It's typing on it
It's
now.
correct now.
It's correct
You're
now.
typing
So
on
I'm
it.
not
Like
saying
you're
it's
using
not
it to
correct.
like
I'm
Because
pass
just
you're
information
entering
to
data,
the
you're
system.
entering data
Use keyboard
through
to
the
input.
keyboard.
Okay, please, she's asking me
Keyboard
questions now.
Oh,
She's
sorry.
asking me questions. Key.
Sorry.
You see the word key. Key is key. Do you understand Yoruba? Key is kokoro. Say you understand. In Yoruba, key is kokoro. Abi?
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Then,
Key. What do you do with key? Wàá fi ṣílẹ̀kùn, wàá fi wọlé, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So it means that the keyboard is a device that you use to enter information into the system.
Okay,
That is
sir.
why it is keyboard.
Okay.
Kọ́kọ́rọ́ tá máa fi wọlé, kọ́kọ́rọ́ tá máa fi send. Please, I'm not a Yoruba, but I know that kọ́kọ́rọ́, key is kọ́kọ́rọ́. Please don't
Yes, sir.
laugh at me. I'm
Yes, sir. You're
trying.
correct.
So, okay, but what? Yeah.
Sir, can we say output unit is the same thing as saying software and input unit is the same thing as saying hardware?
No.
Really?
All of them are hardware components, both input and output.
Yeah,
Yes,
correct.
Okay.
Input units is hardware, output units are also hardware. The peripheral, the secondary, remember we said secondary storage devices also
Yes, sir.
hardware. They are what you can feel. They are what you can see. They are what you can touch. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Have you touched a keyboard before?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Have you touched a mouse before?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that
So
is
we've
it.
not touched CPU before, and the memory.
You have not touched CPU? If you have not touched CPU, I have one in the office. You can come and touch it. Please, I have CPU in the office. I have CPU in the office. Please, you can come and touch it. So that's what goes on here. Look at the component again. It's like that.
Okay, sir,
Like
please,
this. Like
I have a question, sir, please.
okay.
Good morning.
This is the last question. Good morning.
All right, sir, please, I want to...
for this.
Okay, sir, please, can you clarify me on that peripheral devices on the yes, this slide now? Yes, sir.
Do you know what is peripheral devices?
No, sir. I'm not clear on it.
Do you know what is that word peripheral?
No, sir.
Baba, you don't know what is peripheral.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Yes.
Why? Why don't you know what is peripheral device?
The word is not just clear, sir.
For the word peripheral device. Okay. I think we'll wait when we get to the next slide. In the next slide, you will see what a peripheral device is. You will see what the peripheral device is. Yeah, we will see it together in the next slide. Is it okay?
Okay,
if you don't see it, probably during our explanation, you will know and understand what is peripheral devices. So these are all hardware components. It's still the same thing, but different diagrams, different version of diagram. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
This I said, if you look at it, if you look at this one, it depends on the one you will be able to understand faster. This is one, the physical component of a computer hardware. This is one. This is also another one. And this is also another one. So it depends on the one you will be able to remember quick and fast when you are asked a question. The same thing here, this hardware component, you can see input devices, you see output devices. You can see what goes on in the central processing unit, just like in the previous diagram. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's also quickly look at the computer hardware under input devices, pointing and scanning devices. Now, I want somebody to tell me but before that, let me quickly look at the slide and see if I have an explanation of peripheral devices so that we don't need to be asking our question. We don't need to go back again, back and front. If there is none, then I'll ask, okay, my friend, can you see this one now? That's why I said a peripheral device is necessary. A peripheral device is a device that is used to put information into or get information out of the system. Is it okay now?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back to.
So I have a question. Sorry. The peripheral device, is it part of the CPU or separate?
Is it part of the?
No.
The CPU.
No, it's not part.
It's a secondary storage device.
Have you answered your question? And that's why I went back to this diagram. Can you see this diagram again now?
Yeah, yes, sir. Explain it.
Have you answered yourself now?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
So what is peripheral devices now? I'm asking you now. Is it part of the CPU now?
No. It's Okay, the input, secondary, and output unit of the peripheral device.
All right. It's okay. So let's look at computer hardware. Under the input devices, then the printing devices or scanning devices. Now, what is your name? Can somebody just tell me what input devices is from what is on the slide?
Yeah. Input devices or instruction you type into the computer are called input.
Yeah, the data
Okay.
or instruction.
Data or instruction that you type into the computer is what we refer to as the what?
Input devices, sir.
So whatever you type, whatever you type, whatever instruction, whatever data you key, you type into the word computer is what we refer to as the what?
Input.
The input.
Then what about the output?
The
result
Out of the computer.
So do we know the difference now between input and output?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then the peripheral devices. What does the peripheral devices do?
Input and output functions.
Peripheral devices help to accomplish the input and output
Functions.
And that is why I said you should always, if I were you, I think I would pick this diagram.
Yeah.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I will pick this diagram, understand this diagram very well, so that from there you're able to know how the input device works, how the output device works, and how the peripheral devices work. You can also see the CPU, what components make up the CPU. Is it okay now to all of us?
I have a question.
Okay, from this diagram? Is it from this diagram too?
Yes.
Okay,
Why is the arrow coming from memory unit and going back away from the arithmetic logic unit?
Arithmetic.
Logic unit.
Yeah, it's
Why
true.
is the arrow going back?
From memory unit to control unit to arithmetic. Yeah, they work together now. That's what is happening. They work together, they coordinate together. That's why the arrow comes from memory to control.
I have a question, sir. So is that like the process of how the CPU works? Like from the memory unit to the control unit? Like how it works?
Yes, that's how they work. That is the working function. That's why the arrow is there. It goes to memory, to control, to arithmetic unit. It goes back again. It's a process that is going in. Process that is going on. Somebody is raising up his hand. You want to say something? Philip, you want to say something?
Excuse me, sir. I want to ask a question, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Can I define peripheral device as a device that consists of both the input unit and the output unit?
No.
Yes. He said both the input, the output, and the what?
Input.
The input unit, the output unit, and what?
Secondary storage device.
Secondary storage device, that is the external. Second storage device is the external, the out, the CDs, the magnetic tape, your floppy drive, your flash drive, your magnetic tape. Yes?
So we can say a peripheral device is any device, any hardware device that helps the central processing unit.
Yeah, that is what is here. You said peripheral devices accomplish input and output functions. Okay, then this is the now some of us have seen this before. What is this? What is this? What is the diagram?
Keyboard and mouse.
Can somebody just already know Okay, good. We already know. Well, fine. We already know what is an input device is, isn't it? We said that the input unit. We already fine. We already know what's an input unit. We said an input unit accepts input device. Accept what? Accept any input. Now let's quickly just look. Let's quickly just look at the basic function. The function of the input device. So the two main function of the input device is to what?
It converts imputed data
into binary code,
It
and it
sends
sends
data
data
to
to
the
main memory of
main memory of a computer. So that is the function of the input devices. The input units. That is the two basic function. Take note very well. Always remember this, that the function of the input unit are one, to convert what? Inputted data into binary what? Code. What is that binary code? What is the binary code? What is the binary code?
0 and 1.
0 and 1.
And we also it sends data into what? Main memory of what? So those are the key functions of the input devices. Now, if you look at the various examples, these are the various examples of input devices. Are you seeing the function? Are you seeing various examples?
Yes, sir.
Do I start asking us again to give an example of input devices? Because I want to believe now that all of us know what's an input devices.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I should ask?
Yes, sir.
I will not ask because you already know. It's on the slide. Keyboard and what? Keyboard?
Mouse, touchpad.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And if you can give
Joystick.
an example now. Thank you very much. Then the output device. What are the key functions of the output device? We said it accepts data or information sent from the what?
Main
Memory of the computer.
Now, let me go back to that diagram again. This particular diagram. You can see the CPU. Somebody was asking me what happened between memory unit, control unit, and the AL unit. You can see that all of them are working together. That is why the arrow goes down and goes up. Memory unit, control unit, arithmetic logic. ALU is arithmetic logic unit. So that is what is happening there. So that's what happened there. So under the output unit, we said it accepts the main function. The main function of it. We are looking at the main function because I already believe now that all of you know what an output is. Output unit is said an output unit is used for storing the result as an output produced by the after processing. But what are those functions? The key functions of an output unit. One, we said it accepts data or information sent from the what? Where is it sent from?
Main
memory of computer.
The memory of a computer, isn't it? Now, then other key function that it converts the binary. Remember, the output. What does the output does? What's the key function of the output? The output. What is the key function of the output? We said it converts inputted data to binary code. Then here it said it converts the binary code information into high level, that HLL is high level language. Are we on the same track? Are we on the same track?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we move to the next one. Yes, these are output devices. These are the examples of output devices. Can somebody tell me What don't you understand? Somebody is raising up hand. Who is raising up hand?
Yes, sir. I want to ask a question about the input devices.
Okay.
What is that ergonomic?
This one.
Yes.
Economy. Is a type of keyboard. It's another types of keyboard. You know, we have two types of keyboard.
Okay,
we
sir.
have two types of keyboard. We
Yes,
have
sir.
two types of keyboard. I hope you remember. You have two types of keyboard.
Okay, sir. I understand. Thank you.
Okay,
You
sir.
understand?
The ergonomic that he's talking about, is it this other one that is on diagram? You know, we have two keyboards on this diagram here.
Yes, we have two keyboards on the
So
diagram.
the other one, this one on that,
No,
right?
there's one that is QWETY. Have you seen that one before? That is the one we use mostly. The
Yes,
one
sir.
that is
Yes.
QWETY.
QWRTY.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that. So we move on. Where are we? Output devices. Yes, somebody give me examples of output devices.
The monitor,
Somebody is raising. When we talk of okay.
Inkjet, that matrix.
Yeah, fine, it's okay. At least you know what's an output device, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, somebody's raising up hand. Yes, somebody's up hand.
So because LCD and CRT.
Somebody raise up hand.
Yes,
There are
sir.
types of monitor.
I raised my hand, sir.
Yeah, like
I'm
is it like
listening.
it's an acronym, right? Like what's LCD?
acronym.
Yes, it's an acronym.
So what's the meaning? Like what's LCD?
Now, can somebody should tell me.
Display.
What is LCD? What is LCD?
Liquid crystal display.
Liquid crystal display.
What did you say?
Liquid crystal display.
Liquid.
What about the C?
Crystal display.
You don't press it to talk.
Liquid crystal display.
Cathode ray.
Okay.
What about the CROT?
Cathode ray tube.
Cathode ray tube.
How many of you have seen that type of monitor before?
Monitor.
Can you use one? Can you remember one word? Can you just remember one word that we used to use for that type of CROT?
Antenna.
Cupboard monitor.
It's called what?
Antenna.
It's called what?
Monochrome monitor.
Is it desktop?
No, I said the CROT. How many of you have seen that type of keyboard before? Monitor before.
Monitor.
The CRT monitor cathode ray tube is called cupboard. It's like cupboard. It shoots out like our old TV.
It's like it has a hunchback, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You still remember it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's what we mean. So we move to the next one, which is a storage device. What do you understand by storage device?
Sir, it's a device that actually stores data.
Before and after processing.
Stores data and information. Used for storing data.
So, okay, we said that the storage unit is used for what? Storing data, instruction before. Take note, before and afterwards processing. Yes, that is where it is what? Stored. Storage unit or medium. I think we have these are various types of storage medium. You have the magnetic medium, which is a hard disk, tape, a floppy disk. Then you have the optical storage devices like the CD, the DVD, the CD rewritable, the CD writable, the CD rewritable. But these are the various type of storage medium. Then you have the flash memory. You have the USB, which you already know, isn't it? Flash memory. Don't you know flash memory?
Yes, flash drive.
Flash drive. Yeah, somebody's raising up his hand. Who wants to say?
I was going to ask if it's an input device, the flash drive, but since it's under storage memory and storage unit.
Device now.
It's an input device now. Right.
Yes, that's why I said you should never forget this diagram. That's why I'm always going back to this diagram. Look at this diagram very well. Where do you think it is?
Storage
That's
devices.
storage, no, secondary storage device.
Secondary storage.
Secondary storage device. Both the inputs, the outputs, and the secondary device. What do you refer to it?
Peripheral device.
I refer to as what? I refer to as the peripheral device. So please, I would love you to always remember this diagram. Yes, Josephine, you want to say something?
Yes, sir.
Josephine. Josephine.
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, you raise up your hand.
Yes. Can you tell me to talk to you? They are disturbing us. We can hear you very well.
Okay. Those of us that are on YouTube, can we just mute ourselves and listen? Those on YouTube, please mute yourself. And those on Zoom link, mute. Let everyone mute. And if I ask a question, if anybody wants to say something, just raise up your hand and we'll talk. YouTube, those on YouTube, please, can you mute? Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate everyone. Lovely students. I really appreciate this set of students. So we are done with output devices. We are done with storage media, and these are other. Where are we now? Storage media. We have seen magnetic tape, optics, storage devices, and flash memory. Then we are looking at processing of hardware. Now, can just only one person now or two, can you just tell me what you mean by processing hardware based on this diagram?
The part of the hardware that processes the data that is sent into the computer.
Okay. And we said that is what? If you look at the diagram, what are you seeing there?
The motherboard.
The motherboard. And what does the motherboard? What does it do?
It is the main
electronic component of
The main
electronic component of the what?
Of the computer.
Let me quickly go back to our motherboard. Do you remember this? Do you still remember this diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You can see the motherboard. What are those components that are connected to the motherboard?
The CPU,
memory, hard drive,
It's almost everything that is connected to the motherboard.
Yes, it's almost everything, but we are trying to refresh our memory. Is it not good if you refresh our memory?
It's good, sir.
So, but now you can see that the keyboard, the monitor, the CPU, almost everything, all the electronic equipment is connected. So that's why we said the motherboard is the main electronic component of the world, the computer. So everything is connected to the world, computer. What about the processor? What is the processor?
It is one of the most important pieces of processing hardware on the motherboard.
And what is?
Sir?
We can't hear you, sir.
The process. I want to go back to this diagram. I said I'm going back to this guy. I'm going back to this diagram. What's the processor? From this diagram now, can somebody tell me what is the processor? Where is the processor?
The
CPU. The CPU.
The CPU.
Yes, sir.
CPU. Yes, sir. So you can see that all components are connected to the what?
Motherboard,
including the what? The microprocessor. And we said the microprocessor is one of the what? The most important pieces of processing hardware on board. Can you see the processor? Can you see the microprocessor now? Are you seeing it in that diagram? Are you seeing it? Are you seeing the
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, you know, I'm always like referring to this diagram because it's very easy to understand. Now, look at this diagram. Where is the processor?
Inside the CPU.
CPU.
The CPU, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So please,
Yes,
don't
sir.
forget. Always remember. Then what? Yes. Then we also have cards. Do you know what is card? Cards are removable circuit board.
Yes.
You remember the? You remember what is card?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
All right. You don't know what is card?
We not take any of
Yes.
my.
No, sir. Yes.
You have not used.
Yes.
Do you use an Android phone?
That's
Yes,
memory
sir.
card.
That,
Yes, sir.
that
Yes,
can be
sir.
like memory card now.
Okay.
Okay.
That is why we said is a removable. You can remove it and you can put it back. Same card. Then the memory unit. The memory unit. This is where we are now. Memory unit. Can somebody tell us what? Okay, let me move on. Say memory unit or the memory is used to what? Store data. The memory is used to what? To store data and instruction before and afterward.
Processing.
Now, I want to go back to this same diagram. I think this diagram is easy to understand. This diagram is easy to understand. You can see the memory unit.
Yes.
Before and what?
Yeah, and after.
After.
So that is what we mean by memory
Okay.
unit. The memory is used to store data and instruction before and what?
After
process.
So the memory is also called the primary memory or the internal memory. The primary memory or the internal memory. It said it is used to store. All of them are used to store. Data. It could be, the storing could be temporary or it could be what? Permanent. But the most important thing is that it is used to store what? What is it used to store?
Data and instruction before and after processing.
Permanently or temporarily.
Fine. Correct. It is used to store data and instruction before and after.
And instruction before and after.
Computer memory can be classified, just as you have said, it can be classified into primary and secondary memory. So now this is memory. Okay, we are still in memory unit. This is memory. So we have various types of memory. We have the random access memory, that is RAM. You have the caching memory. We have the virtual memory. We have the read-only memory, which is non-volatile. We have these are all examples of memory. Yes, somebody is raising up his hand. You want to say something or you want to contribute?
I want to say something, sir. You said that we have the primary memory and the secondary memory, and the computer memory is the primary memory, sir.
Yeah.
So what are the type of the secondary memory, sir?
The hard disks, the flash drive and the hard disks, I guess.
Yes.
Why are you guessing? Why don't you know? You shouldn't guess. I don't want guessing. So somebody should guess.
Yes,
somebody say,
correct.
Don't guess. Tell me the correct thing. Tell me the correct thing.
Yes, sir.
The hard drive, hard disks, and CDs.
And CDs.
They are what? What are those ones referred to?
They are
secondary memory.
storage devices.
Yes.
Storage, right?
All right. So, but let's still go on. Let's look at those two types of memory. We said there are two types of memory, the primary memory and the secondary memory. So let's look at the primary memory and know what the primary memory is all about. First, somebody's raising up hand again. Yes, who is raising up hand? Who is raising up his or her hand? Yes, somebody's raising up. Okay, let's move on. So maybe the person later understand. So let's look at the primary memory. We said that the primary memory is also known as the main memory. Don't forget. The primary memory is also known as the main memory. And we said that the main memory is directly or indirectly connected to the what? The central processing unit via a memory what? Bus. The CPU. I hope you know the full meaning of CPU now.
Yes, sir.
What is the CPU?
Central
Processing unit.
Okay, central processing unit. That is the CPU. It continuously read the instruction. Do you understand? It continuously read instruction, stored there, and execute them as required. In all, primary memory can be further classified as RAM or ROM. Somebody is raising up his hand again.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
The central processing unit CPU. I'm curious, what happens to the computer once the CPU is damaged?
No, I think the computer won't work again now. It won't work again. The CPU is the main component of the computer.
Involving that we have motherboard. Motherboard, I don't know, but it can also carry out similar functions.
Yeah, but the motherboard is actually
This is the motherboard.
inside the CPU.
is part of the motherboard.
CPU is inside the motherboard. Memory is inside everything works in the motherboard. Is it okay?
Yes, everything is connected to the motherboard.
Yes, everything is connected to the motherboard. And that is why we said that the motherboard is the main system board. The motherboard is the main board, is the system board. Some people call it as the planner board or logical board. And instead is the main pointed circuit board found in computer. That's what we know. That's what we know. He said it's the main circuit board found in the computers and other what? Executable what? System. And don't forget, we said it's also hold many of the what? Many of the electronic components of the system. And we have mentioned them, we said, such as the CPU. Remember, that's why I said, please, always remember this diagram. Don't forget. Don't forget. That's why I said this. That's why I said you should not forget this diagram. He said it holds many. If you look at the diagram, it holds many of the words. That's why it holds many of the words. Many of the words. Many words. It holds many of the words. Electronic what? Equipment of the system. Can somebody give me an example of what it holds?
CPU, the keyboard, the monitor, memory. Please, what do you call another name for that motherboard? What do you call it, sir?
We said it is the main board. Main board. Some people call it main board. Some call it main board. Some call it system board. Some call it main board, system board, logic board. But the appropriate ones to always use is the motherboard. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget that it provides connections for all peripheral devices. You can see that it's providing connection for all the peripheral devices. Do you see it again?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So where are we? Where did we stop? Okay, main memory. We said that the main memory can be further classified as RAM. And please, I want you to take note of this word, RAM and ROM.
Excuse me, sir.
RAM. Yeah, someone.
Please, sir, I have a question.
Okay.
Please, I wanted to ask the meaning of volatile memory and SDRAM.
At least we will see it here. We are going to see it here.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
If you look at it, random access memory, that is RAM. We said it is volatile memory. It's volatile. We said read-only memory, ROM. We said it is non-volatile. So in the next slide, we will explain the difference between the two. Why one is volatile in memory and why the other is non-volatile in memory. Is it okay?
Okay, sir. It's the ROM that is non-volatile, right?
That is where we are now. That is where, okay, that is where we are now. Can you see it now? RAM. Now, this is where we are now. Can we pick the keywords now from RAM? RAM is random access what? Memory. Now, what did we say it is? We said it is in the place in the computer system that what? Where the operating system, application program, and other what? Data are what? Current use are kept. So in this place, they are temporary. They are what? Temporary. Now, why did you, if they are temporary, then that means it is volatile. You know what is volatile? It means volatile means what?
It can't change. Easily broken or easily forgotten or something.
Easily disappear. It can easily wipe off. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Volatile. Let's get the who is there? Please, if you are you raising up your hand or you want to contribute? Now, please, let's move on. Let's look at it. He said it is volatile. Now, what do you mean by volatile? That's what I'm asking.
Can easily go.
Like it
Have
you for once typed in a system you are typing and the light goes off? Remember, you are typing, but you have not saved it.
Yeah.
You are typing, you have not saved it, and the light goes off. What happens when you later go back?
Everything clear.
You can't find your text again.
You can't find it again.
Yes.
Because it is because you are typing in a temporary location. You are typing in the operating system or the application programs where you did not save. And when the light is turned off or when the computer is turned off, everything there will not be what? Accessible. Everything there will just disappear. Let me put it that way. And that is why we said it is volatile, not disappear. Don't use that word when you are talking in computers. You just say it is volatile. Do you understand?
Yes,
so remember, RAM, RAM, which is random access memory, is volatile. Volatile. It's volatile in the sense that when the power is turned off, when the power is turned off, everything there goes off immediately. That is why we said it is volatile. It is erased, it disappears. Yes, somebody wants to ask a question? Teniola?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, please, can you please do us a favor by muting everybody's mic because it's not helping at all.
Okay, please, can everybody mute now? Let me just finish the class. Let's finish the lecture together. But remember, we are talking about two main memory. Primary memory, two primary memory. We said it can be further classified as RAM or ROM. Now, we said that the RAM is volatile in nature. It's volatile in the sense that the contents are not accessible if the system is turned off. And where do you find this RAM? Which part of the system, which part of the computer do you find this kind of RAM? Random access memory. Where? Which part of the system?
Memory.
It should be in the CPU.
Look at it from the
The
beginning.
primary
Where will you?
memory.
Yes, where is it
The
stored?
operating system. The
Yeah,
operating
it is.
system.
Yes,
The operation
that is
system.
where it stays. It is in the operating system. So if you are typing and you are not saving, and the system goes off or the system is tuned off, you can't find that document again. You can't find the content again. That's why we say it's volatile. It is temporary. It is volatile. Then we look at the other one again, ROM, R-O-M, read only memory. Then we said that this one is programmed at the manufacturer. It is the manufacturer that program it. So that's why it said it is programmed at the manufacturer time, and it contains manufacturer's information. Now, it said its content cannot be what? Be changed by the user.
By the user.
Yes, it cannot be changed by the user. Then we say it is what? It is a permanent store. All the contents in this ROM, R-O-M, all the contents in this ROM, R-O-M, is what? Is permanently stored. And that is why we said that ROM is a special type of special type of memory, which can only be what? Read, which can only be read, and the content what? And the content of which are at least, it can, do you understand? You can always see the content even when the light goes up. That's why we said it is permanent. When the light goes up, you will see the content. It is permanent. It is manufacturer program. It's the manufacturer of that system that programs it. So it contains the manufacturer times and instructions. It is permanent. It cannot be changed by the word. Is it okay now? Do you know the difference between RAM and ROM?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
This is the best way to know it. Go to this memory. Look at RAM, random access memory. That means RAM access memory is volatile. The SDRAM is an example of RAM. Now, when you go to read only memory, we said it is not volatile in the sense that it is permanent. It is the manufacturer that builds it. The user cannot change. The user cannot tamper. An example of it is the BIOS setup. How many of you have a phone that has a BIOS or that's a laptop that has a BIOS? Can you change anything there? Have you tried to change anything there before?
No.
No, sir.
Means it's the manufacturer's goal. So you can't change anything. Now, let's quickly just look at the secondary memory. So whatever you call it, whether secondary, auxiliary memory is storage. It is not directly accessible by the CPU. Now, let's go back to this diagram. That's why I said you should always try as much as possible to remember this diagram. Can you see the diagram now? Do you see where the secondary storage device is? The storage devices. Please always remember this diagram. Is it okay? The same thing too. If you can see this diagram now, you can see where the memory is, the RAM and the ROM. You can see where they are. You can see the auxiliary memory. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, where are we now? This is where we are. This is where
Secondary memory.
Okay, secondary memory. We said that a computer usually uses its input and output channel to access what? Please take notes now.
Storage.
Please, I want us to follow, to be on the same page so that we'll not be asking too much questions. We said the secondary or the auxiliary memory is a storage. And note, we said it is not directly. It's not directly accessible by the CPU. And we also went further to say that the computer normally uses its input and output channel to access what? Secondary storage and transfer the desired data using an intermediate area in the primary storage. Now, I'll go back to this diagram again. I will pause for just some seconds for you to look at it. You can see the secondary, which is the secondary auxiliary memory. You can see the output device. You can see the input device. You can see the output device. You can see the peripheral devices. You can see how they are connected. So that's why we said that the computer usually uses its input-output channel to access secondary devices. Please don't forget, we said that the computer uses the input. I hope you still just try as much as possible to always remember that diagram, where you have the input, where you have the output, where they are all connected to the what? The secondary, the auxiliary memory. And if you look at it, we said that the input and the output device from that diagram channel, the input output channel to what? To access secondary what? Storage and transfer the desired data using the what? Intermediate areas in the what? Primary storage. Then the secondary storage devices, I should know, are of two types. Yes, you have example. Yes, can somebody give me one or two examples from what is magnetic devices, such as what? The hard drive, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then the optical one.
Storage devices.
So those are secondary what? Those are secondary what?
Storage devices.
Now these are it too. You can see secondary storage stores data and programs permanently. It is retained after the power. Of course, your flash, you can see your hard drive, you can see your, what do you call it, your CD, you can see your floppy disk, even your USB, your flash drive. When the light goes off, won't you see your data inside the flash drive?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I hope we have all of us have flash drive.
Yes, sir.
No. Yes.
You don't have. Somebody said no, it doesn't have flash drive.
That's also.
You don't have flash drive. You don't have a 1 gig flash drive, 2 gig flash drive. Which one do you have?
Nothing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
the secondary storage device store data and programs permanently. Please know it. Secondary storage device is the one that is storing the programs permanently. It is retained after the power is tuned up. And we have examples. Example is the hard drives. Example is the floppy. Example is the optical laser. You can see the pictures. You can see the pictures. Then the control units. And please, I want you to pay a little bit of attention to this central processing unit. That is the CPU. The CPU is the central processing unit. I will go back to this diagram again because I will always make reference to this diagram. Look at this diagram. Yes, somebody wants to ask a question. Look at this diagram. Are you seeing this? How many of us are seeing this diagram? What's inside the CPU? The CPU, what's inside the CPU?
Memory unit, control unit, logic unit,
control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, isn't it? So this CPU now is what we want to look at. We want to look at the CPU. the central processing unit. That is the CPU. So the CPU, what does it do? What does the CPU do? We said it's the task of performing of arithmetic and logical units, isn't it?
Medium.
Yes.
Please, can we mute so that if I have any question, I'll always ask. So let's move on. The central processing units, which you also know by CPU, or they say CPU, is also called the brain of the computer. The CPU, the central processing unit, is called the brain of a computer. And don't forget, we said it's the electronics circuitry that carries out the instructions given by a computer program. The CPU can be classified into how many parts? The CPU. The CPU, how many parts?
Three parts.
The CPU, how many parts?
Three.
Three parts, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Memory.
So please don't forget that diagram. So the CPU can be classified into three parts: the control unit, the control unit, the arithmetic and logic unit, and the what?
And memory.
Register.
And the memory, isn't it?
Yes.
And the memory, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We said three. We said three parts: the memory unit, the control unit, the arithmetic logic unit, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And we have talked more. We have spent much time on the memory unit, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So please don't forget the memory unit. So let's quickly just look at the control unit. Yeah, okay, I'm with you.
So memory unit and register did the same. Hello, sir.
You said what?
I said the memory unit and the register, are they the same?
The memory units and the register. But
yes,
they are never the same. They are not the same. The register is like a pointer that is pointing where things are stored, where information are stored. So they are not the same.
Okay, sir.
So the central processing, please, I hope we are already over familiar. We are already used to that memory unit, isn't it? We said that the CPU can be sub-classified into three parts: the control, the memory unit. We have dealt with that extensively. Then the control unit, then the arithmetic and logical unit. So we want to quickly look at the control unit. Now we said that the control unit, the CPU, the CU control unit, it coordinates all activities of the computer. The control unit. The control unit, it what? What does it do? It coordinates
the activities of the
computer. Yeah. And how does it control the activities of the computer? Is one that determines which operation to be performed, isn't it?
Yes,
Determine which operation to be performed and at what order carry them out. That is why we say control unit, control. It determines which operation is to be performed and in what order that operation is to be carried out. So the same thing goes with the same thing we said that the CPU also transmits coordinated control signal to other computers components. It is the one that always transmits any signal, any control signal to other to other computer components. Yeah, so that is the two basic function of the control unit. Then let also look at the arithmetic and logic. Please, those of us on YouTube, let's just mute ourselves for some minutes. At least we have gone far now. Let's quickly just move. Then in the arithmetic and logic unit, if we said it consists of what? What does it do?
Electronic circuits.
Consists of the arithmetic operations.
And
What is that
logical
arithmetic operation? The arithmetic operation that has to do with addition, subtraction, multiplication,
and
what?
division.
Division. Now, when you talk about the logical operation, what comes into your mind? Logical operation, logic. It has to do with and or not, isn't it? And it also makes use of comparison such as less than, equal to, you understand?
Yes.
Greater than or equal to, make use of comparison. So that's what the arithmetic logic unit does. Then the function of the CPU as a whole, that it controls all the parts of the software. We are looking at the function of the CPU now. It controls all the parts and software, and data flow of computer. It performs all operations. It accepts data from input devices. It sends information to output device. It executes programs stored in memory. It stores data either permanently or temporarily, or either temporary or permanent basis. It performs arithmetic and logical operations. So please, this diagram, you need it. If I were you, I will never forget this diagram. You can see that the CPU, it coordinates the memory unit. It coordinates, it controls the control unit, the memory unit, the AL. They are all inside the control unit. And that is why we said that the control unit, the control unit controls all the parts and software, and what? The data flow of operation. It performs all operations. Those are the key functions of the central processing unit. So for those of us who wants to know what is the peripheral devices, I believe by now some of us will have known what is peripheral devices. We said that a peripheral devices is a peripheral is a device that is used to put information into or gets information out of the system. And we said basically there are three different types of peripheral devices: the input, the output, and the storage device. So these are all the basic functions of the peripheral devices, which we have also talked about. We have talked about the input devices, the output devices. We all know what they. We have talked about the auxiliary units, the auxiliary storage devices as one of the peripheral devices, and we have seen some of them. We have said this all: the input, the output, and the storage devices. I think, okay, this one is just a repeat. Then we have looked at the function. These are the functional units of the computer. We have talked about this one too. We said that a computer performs 5 major operations and functions. We have talked about this one in the course of the lectures. We have talked about this, and the functional unit of a computer, the kinds of hard disk drive. These are this is just a picture view. I just added it in the slide so that you're able to see the kinds of disk drive that is around. Then common secondary storage disk. Yeah. Oh. So these are common secondary, medium, which you're already familiar with. These are all optical. We have discussed about this, the optical device. So that's all. Any questions?
Sir.
Any questions? Yes.
Sir. So please, are you to send the slides to us?
Yes, I will send the slide. But any question, I will send the slide. Immediately after the class, I will send the slide. Yes, any questions?
Sir, it's not
And
really
that RAM is also that RAM and the ROM, they are also hardware devices, right? The hardware and the the RAM and the ROM are also hardware devices.
The RAM and the ROM.
Yes.
The RAM and the ROM are memory. And that's what we have been discussing since. RAM, primary memory. Primary memory, we said it's RAM and ROM.
Sir, the logic gates.
I just
They
only
are
ask
under
under
logical
what
operations,
devices
right?
are these, sir.
You said?
I just wanted to know the devices. Are they hardware device or software device, sir?
I don't get you.
I said the RAM. Under what devices can you classify them? Is it hardware or software device?
Their memory, which is under CPU.
Under storage
Software.
devices.
The software devices.
No. My friend is asking
There's
me
nothing
that
like
RAM
software
and
devices.
ROM,
Oh.
where do we classify it? Whether it's hardware. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you that is in the class, what have I been saying about memory unit?
Oh, sir, that is the CPU.
He said the RAM, RAM, and ROM, if they are hardware or software, hardware, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want you to tell me now from this slide, the RAM and ROM. Okay, let me go to this diagram. Probably it will explain your answer. Look at this component of a system. Where do you see the memory, the RAM and the ROM?
In the CPU.
In the CPU.
So what do you classify them? Hardware or software?
Hardware.
And that is why we say components of a computer system.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question.
Guess what? This is the last question. I have a class.
The motherboard, the difference between the motherboard and the circuit board.
Someone is asking what's the difference between a motherboard and what? Motherboard and what?
Circuit board.
Circuit board. Yes, can somebody tell me the difference between a motherboard and a circuit board?
You said they are the same.
They are the same thing.
They are the same.
I said the other time that you either call it main board, system board, logical board, a panel board, and what? And what? Circuit board. Any more? So that
Planner board.
Come again?
Planner board.
Yes. A planner board. A planner board, main board, system board, planner board, logic board. Any more questions?
Sorry, I just want to chip in. The logic gates, are they under logical operations? Because of the and, or, and not.
Logic gates. Logic gates. What is logic gate? Is it not and, or and or? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Logic gate is used for what? Comparison, isn't it?
Yes,
sir.
And where will you classify it?
Logical
Where do you classify it?
Logical operations.
The arithmetic and logic units.
Logical operation, yes.
Yeah, so that is it now. Arithmetic and logic unit. Because I know very well that logic gates do comparison. Is it not comparison?
Yes.
Comparison of and or and or, isn't it? That is the comparison. So can we end the class now, or we still continue?
Sir, sorry. About the attendance.
Where is the attendance?
Yes, sir. How do you mark attendance?
But you always send it on chats, on the chats, because I'm
Because some
seeing.
people are saying you didn't ask us to send it, that we should stop sending it. That's what I'm asking to clarify.
Sir?
I'm seeing your attendance, both the one on YouTube and the one on Zoom link.
Okay, so it's okay to submit it here anytime you're having a class.
Just type your name and type your matric number, and I'll get it. YouTube, you can type your name and type your matric number. In Zoom link, you
How
can
do we
type
get
your
the
name.
slide?
What's the name of the workbook? Please, sir, what about the
I said the
slides?
workbook is at the University of Lagos. University of Lagos bookshop.
Sir, what about the slides?
Here today, go there tomorrow, you'll see it there.
Please,
Sir, what about the slide?
The slide. You will get the slide. Have you not been getting the slide? Did you ask me before I send the slide? You never asked me before I send the slide. Please, once again, please take down. I hope you are seeing the slide. The next lecturer is Dr. Wohili. So take down his name and you can chat him to remind him when it's lecture, so that you can create the Zoom link for the next lecture. Can you see his contact? Are you seeing his contact?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please reach out to him. Yes. That is the next lecturer for the course. So please reach out to him on time so that I can create a Zoom link and send to you people. So since there's no more question, we end the class, isn't it?
No, sir. Wait, sir. Let us write our name, sir.
You still want to be writing your name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll give you only 2 minutes. 2 minutes, starting from now. 2 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
2 minutes,
Thank you very
I
much,
said.
sir.
Is that one even necessary?
Thank you, sir.